2. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. We should be live on Twitch and YouTube now. I'm giving a little bit of a preamble intro here because there will be a VOD of this. The voice acting practice streams will have VODs from here on out, which means I can't do music, but I do need to start talking right away while I'm setting up the stream. So I'm doing the stream setup tasks now. A few things I wanted to address. Normally we would be playing Hermitcraft at this time, but it's been kind of a wild day. There's a lot of power fluctuations and internet access issues in the city right now because of the ongoing storm. Nashville's electric service has about 4,600 customers, according to a recent report that I dug up, and about 230,000 of them lost power today. We did not lose power for any extended periods of time. We just had some flickering. We might have a power outage during the stream. Who can say? We had a huge ice storm, but I want to reassure you to start, everybody in my family is fine. We are well prepared for this. Even if we do lose power, we are not in any real peril. Just a little bit of discomfort, but that's better than some folks out there. So, you know, we wanted to open the stream by letting everybody know that we are well. And we're going to talk a little bit about the winter storm as we get into the stream, but let me just run through the things that I need to remind folks of. First, if you want to get something to keep you warm, Hermitcraft merch is always an option. You can get some of that at shop.hermitcraft.com. My friends and I are working with the talented Cocoa Bats on some new stuff for the summer line. One of the reasons we didn't have new merch recently is we didn't start we didn't realize how long the pipeline took. We are working on that. So keep an eye out for new stuff in a few months, but we are working on it like now. Not right now. I'm playing Hades 2 and the British people are asleep. My stream schedule is going to be more erratic than usual, possibly because of the winter storm. School's canceled for at least 2 days. My stream tomorrow morning might not be a Hermitcraft stream. I have 2 Hermitcraft streams scheduled, though, one for the afternoon and one for the evening, and I'm hoping to attend both of those. The morning stream might end up being another Hades stream. It might end up canceled if we don't have power. But I need to save power on my laptop to help Jevin with his big dig. My goal is, even if I can't stream iJevin's Hermits Helping Hermits, I will at least remotely help from my laptop and be on the call with the other hermits. So keep an eye out for announcements about my schedule on joehills.net/soon. You can also find me on bsky.app/profile/joehills.net. That is where you can keep up with stuff. I'm mostly posting a lot of stuff about the storm right now because there's a lot of stuff about the storm right now. Let's see, what else do we need to do before we get started? Oh yeah, I need to remind folks we do rotational tips during these streams. We are currently at 175 degrees angular, and tips are welcome via paypal.me/joehills and YouTube Super Chat. Now, if you've never seen a Hades 2 stream before, they are a lot of fun. I am using these to practice my voice acting. One skill that I haven't done before with voice acting is, in a game with a lot of characters, practice taking notes on the different voices. So I've got all of the characters from Hades and Hades 2 with notes about how to try and do their voices consistently. I love doing voices when I do my reading streams, but if I ever want to move into more formal voice acting, I need to get better at being able to work consistently, not just well. So that's part of the goal of these streams, is to work on learning to take better notes, building endurance. We're probably not going to run too late tonight, but sometimes my morning voice acting streams can run 7 hours. But here's the thing, though, is if I actually did want to do books on tape for a living at some point to augment YouTube stuff, it sounds like you really need to be able to work 8 hours a day, every day at it, in order to, like, have a living, you know, make a reasonable wage. So anyway, I'm working on improving my voice so that way I can hopefully have revenue streams that don't cut into the quality of my other work. I'm not interested in just making, I don't want to make my Hermitcraft episodes worse to try to make money. I'd rather do other work to try to make money so I can keep making my Hermitcraft episodes the way I love them. If you want to support me, once again, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. And we do have a Discord. Discord bills on the 1st of the month as well as the day you sign up. So I'm kind of wary of reminding people about the Discord too much when we get to the end of the month because you're going to get hit with whatever you subscribe with today and then again on the 1st. But maybe make a note to yourself to sign up on the 1st. Or now, if you can afford to sign up now, please do. We could use the money. Okay. We want to front load the caffeine this evening so I can get to bed at a reasonable hour. Although we don't have school in the morning, so I can sleep in a little bit, especially if there's no power in the morning. I don't need to stream at that point. But anyway, we are starting night 84, I guess, here in our save file. And I usually try to wrap up the, hello, kitten. We got a cat. Now, we could actually, I don't know if we can, if we have the cat come sit down, can we give the cat a different form? There's a few options for forms. We don't have the tiers required to give it the demonic form, but we can give it a little witch's hat. Let's give the cat a witch's hat. It's cold outside. Oh, that also took 3 moon dust. Whoops. That was way more expensive than I thought it was. But Badger says, I think what?
Having cats is okay.
Cats is always more expensive than you expect. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I expected then. Okay, so the fated weapon for the evening is this axe here, which we have the aspect of Nurgle on right now. But I don't necessarily want to do that for my next run over here, because that's going to require 8 Nightmare in order to do that. So we're going to run and get some Stardust here so we can buy some more pet treats. We're going to pick something that has the axe, though. The aspect of Melanoe, Trial of Slaughter. Yeah, this sounds like a good warm-up. Next trial coming up! Lizzie Mack asks, are you still streaming for the garage in the cold weather? Sure am. Okay, so if we look at... these different trials give you a pre-built setup. So, let's see. This gives us Vicious Strike. Your attack deal more damage and inflict wounds. Striking foes with your weapons may spill plasma, which also renews mana. Whenever foes with wounds take damage, they may spill additional plasma. After you take damage or a foe is slain, sometimes spill plasma more. Okay, so plasma will let us move faster and attack harder. So it looks like your boy Ares is here. We can see that Ares would welcome a gift of nectar. Let's go ahead and give him some. I did not know what to expect from you before we met, Lord Ares, but I found that you have a certain candor others lack. Thank you for always being clear with me. Oh, I forgot to move the face camera head over. There we go. I must admit, I do not frequently receive such offerings because of my demeanor. Many are so easily unsettled by honesty, by various passions. You seem not to be my kin. There is a stir of something different in the air tonight. You feel it too, yes? The sense of great and ancient possibility. Let us bring it into being through sheer force. And then, okay. Foes with wounds suffer double damage when struck 14% of the time. That's pretty good. Gain a chance to do double damage based on how much health you have lost. We don't want to lose health. Whenever you have less than 40 health, your attacks and specials restore health. That one I like. That's a pretty good one. Let's take Blood Spree. Okay, so there's some things full of gold around here we can collect. And so we're going to be visiting the city of Ephra, which we can overlook here briefly. There's no dialogue there. A quick note came in from Lady Oolong who says, just checking how things are, probably going to wander off. We are doing well. Deliculum says, Grievous Blow does stack with critical. Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind. This weapon is slow, but does a ton of damage. Olympus, I accept this message. Now, if we look at the things from Ares here, the duo boons we don't have from him include Hostile Environment, which requires Sword Ring or Meat Grinder. That one we've already got covered. Sword Ring, Stabbing Rush, or Cut Above. Okay, so Sword Ring seems like it gives us a couple options on things, and we can rarefy it because we've got his fancy thing here. So let's go ahead and choose that. Yes! So now, when we do our cast, that should make swords fall on enemies who are inside of it. Okay. Time to break through again. So the structure of these bits is that we go and we talk to these bats here in these cages. Howdy, bats! I mean, howdy, bats! And then the bats show us what the different doors are. So we have several Ares doors, a Selene door, a Hammer door. I think we go Hammer. Yeah, let's do the Hammer. And then we'll do a bunch of Ares doors. So if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm the one with the axe in the orange. I normally don't wear orange living in Tennessee as a Vanderbilt grad, but I make an exception for this game. Onward! Your special strikes further ahead. You channel your Omega attack faster and move faster while it's active. Your attacks have plus 10 power and you take negative 20 damage while using them. That one, because it gives us a damage reduction while attacking and our attacks are super slow, that is what we want here. Bye, Shades! Don't forget to write, or how to write. I know many of you were illiterate in the first place, but I hope you learn, and then send me a postcard. Is that a thing in Greece at this time? Send me a herald. Okay, so we got some coins for clearing this bonus room here. That's always a pleasant treat. 153 coins, 5 pylons remaining. Am I hanging upside down to get in the bat mindset? Well, if we talk to our bat pals here, howdy bat pals, they'll show us we got the moon, we've got Hermes. Yeah, let's go to the moon, and then Hermes, and then knock out Ares for the rest of these. I don't think we're gonna do the magic one, because okay, there's some big rocks flying, so we gotta be careful of those. Whoa, I don't like it when that guy hits me. Let us together shine this night, O moon! By now, that monster Typhon must remember the bitter taste of defeat. Yet, he does not relent. Thus, he has left us with no choice but to pursue the means of his annihilation. Little star. Whatever you say, Moon! Okay, Moon restores your health, Moon shoots a beam, Moon makes you jump in the air and fly downward. Let's take the beam one. Lunar Ray! Ray, if someone asks if you're the moon, you say yes! Arcadia Unskilled says, why so many Ares rooms? Oh, we're doing a trial as our warm-up game. So the trials have different scenarios, and this trial scenario is built around Aries. So, yeah, if we look at the bats here. Aries, 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 bats and magic. Hermes! Moonbeam. Beam him with the moon.
How's it hanging, Hermes, dude?
We really got him, M. Typhon, that is. I saw him tumble down the dark side of the mountain to the bottom and go boom! Then later saw him slowly get back up and roar more angrily than ever, but hey! Winner's Circle is great. And that's what we're taking.
I grow strong. Oh, hey, some money.
Welcome. That's Barrand. Okay. It doesn't matter which Ares room we pick, so... Let's stay out of the fire.
In the name of Hades!
When you have at least 8 rocks, all your damaging effects from Olympians are stronger. Well... That sounds pretty good. We have 7 rocks now. We're going to get at least 1 more Earth Elemental when we pick up our next Ares boon. We've got 2 pylons left. I would be shocked if there was no additional Earth Elementals in either of those rooms. Okay, so... Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, Bats, where's Ares?
Oh, up there.
Thanks, Bats. Moonbeam! In the name of Hades!
Specials deal more damage and inflict wounds. Your Omega Moons. Yeah, let's do the Omega Move one. Cut above.
The strength of the earth. Rallying cry activated.
Okay, we got a bonus room over here. And we got some extra max life and ashes.
Ashes to ashes, your face to the ground.
Howdy, Iconic Anemone. Hope you're doing well. We've had a very cold day here in Tennessee.
Hey, Shades, you want to pal around? Or whatever. You know, it's fine if not. I'll just, hit these birds with an axe. And also these zombie dudes with an axe. And then these guys with an axe. A lot of axe-related triumphs is what I'm kind of focusing on right now. But, it's good to focus on the W's, the wins, if you will. I think that's why Bill Clinton's staff removed all the W's from the keyboards when he left the White House. But anyway, let's go ahead and take this. Olympus, I accept this message.
Foes with wounds may take double damage when... yeah, that's fine. Okay, so once again, this is a scenario where they give us a bunch of Ares stuff, and then we go fight the boss. If we defeat the boss, we win the scenario and get some stuff to make pet treats with. And then we can feed our pets. So we gotta do this for the sweet little ones. Okay, 292. Based on my arithmetical skills. I think we want to take the Aries boon and the heart.
Here's the gold.
Dash creates a thing of falling blades. Your Omega cast also creates blade rush. Stabbing rush. And that. And then let's talk to Sharon. Howdy, Tushka. Welcome, Vajurist. Glad you could join us.
Showtime. I remember back when we first met, you seemed enormous, much bigger than most any other foe I'd faced. But now, you're hardly any match for me.
Oh, thanks. And I remember back when we first met, my sleeping schedule was completely out of whack. Well, it's all better now, and I've still got my figure. Enormous, wasn't it?
That's all a matter of perspective, as I've learned. For instance, you're quite minuscule in comparison to the father of all monsters, Typhon. He is properly enormous.
I'll have to take your word for it. Anyway, just how big can he be? No more than 3 square meals worth if I had to guess. Been too long since I had some monster meat.
Hey, welcome, Goose Raiders. Howdy, Nautical Goose. Welcome, Bundleian. We are doing voice acting practice playing Hades 2. So what we want to do is every time we hit him, we want to go get the plasma so we can keep increasing our attack speed. We are currently facing the Cyclops Polyphemus, which you can see from the health bar above means, or indicates he is a boss. Moonbeam, beam him with the moon. Ow, don't put a rock on my face.
What's the matter with the Cyclops Polyphemus? Why does he throw these rocks? You would think that I asked him politely, but he still refuses to stop. Now this moon's shining brightly this evening. All of these monsters, they'll be bereaving. All of their pals will get knocked down, hit with blades from the sky from me. Doesn't matter what they say in the papers, cause it's always a big moonbeam.
There we go. What's the plan for Hermits helping Hermits? We're gonna help Jevin.
You know.
So that was a W, a win for that scenario. So even though in the normal game this would run for a while, we have now cleared the trial.
Chaos observes all. Sting away. Ow! Reality restored. Return to shadow now.
May my stardust compensate you for your services.
Thanks, Mr. Chaos Dude.
Okay, so now that we've got that stuff from Chaos, the Stardust, we can head over here to our cauldron. And we can make some more treats for the pets.
Become what I seek, yummy pet treats.
That'll take 14 whiles until we can actually, use those, but that's fine. And in the meantime, we can sell some rubbish and some gemstones to the wretched broker here. And let's check on our book here. Hecate doesn't have anything urgent to say. This guy doesn't have anything urgent. Dora doesn't want anything special. Okay. So since that was just a scenario, it doesn't really change too much of the happenings over here. Okay, the grave thirst thing for tonight is the fancy coat. We have the aspect of Nyx right now, but we haven't leveled it up. You have Omega Boost. Will let you produce Night Spawn after you activate it. Hold A to use 30 mana to power up your sprint. Oh, that's neat. And then the Night Spawn, your attack and special split in two that deal reduced damage. I don't like the... Well, let's try this because we haven't tried it yet.
Grant me the aspect of Nyx.
Glory be to Mother Night and stuff. And we can level that up with 1 Enmare.
There's more to this aspect.
Now we don't have extra Enmare to level that up. Now that also unveiled a new trial with the aspect of Nyx. But that's a much more challenging trial, and I'm not sure we want to do that quite yet. Hey, Grandma Gazelle, we are staying safe. Okay. So, let's see. Do we have anything for Skelly right now? Hold fast your questions and attack, young one! He's not up for gifts at the moment. Okay. Let's go see what's going on over here. So, the Vow of... We haven't made it very far with this one. So, we could do 1 level of Fangs. And 1 level of Wards. Negates the next instance of damage, even if it would have been an awful lot. That's great unless we have Hephaestus stuff, in which case it's, like, miserable. All foes have plus 10%. Plus 10% health seems manageable. Wait, now we're at 3. Hold on, how are we at 3? Oh. No, we're already good. We were already good.
Fears for the living and the dead.
Let's go bring our little cat with its little witch hat. Okay, so I haven't really messed around with this weapon much. It's basically a mech suit. So that's fun.
It is the Cat in the Hat.
Your descent into the underworld has only begun, but I would join you from the very first steps. I'd far prefer it to all my other obligations put together. Let me tell you.
Your casts inflict hitch and immediately deal damage based on the number of foes in the binding circle. You know what? Yeah, we'll take it. I like the cat noises. Okay, Hammer or Apollo.
Every day I'm Daedalus, Daedalus.
Okay, we got a few monsters here. Your specials briefly gain 5 power for up to 5 consecutive hits to the same foe. That is super good for our Omega special. So let's go grab some extra health here. Why am I facing the wrong way? There we go. Hey, seeds. And nectar is always good. Welcome, Mystic Wolf Blaze. Okay, Hera with a mini boss or free health. Hera with the mini boss. I'm handling this boss poorly. I'm not used to this weapon set. Oh, I can't do that because I don't have gun. Where's my cat? Cat, come help. I got you a hat. No, come on. This guy. This is the guy. Come on, cat. This guy. Whew. The shadows dissipate. Make one random boon heroic and give it +1 level. Or give it additional levels. Sure. Engagement ring is now +4 and heroic. Damage per foe is 74. That's not bad. We really need a Hermes thing for this build, though. What? Death defies. You hate to see it this early in the game. Always use more silver. Okay, let's try and earn some extra coins. Extra coins are nice. Now we can go see Arachne or the shopkeeper. Sharon. We're going to Arachne.
What up, Arachne, dude? Arachne, we need to talk about what happened with Headmistress. She didn't fashion a poison expressly to ruin your life. She didn't even know you at the time.
Don't you think I know all that? But what am I supposed to do? Thank her? I may be very small, my friend, but I still have my pride. And you can still have your dress. Hey, welcome back, KMC. Yep. We are streaming from Nashville. Half the city was out of power earlier. We've had a few flickers here, but we've been very fortunate. Let's take the one that lets us channel faster. Be well, all right? Hey, Cat, you want to help? We're seeing diminishing returns on that. Okay.
There goes Arachne's suit.
Yeah, we are hurting on health here. We're okay on coins. Your attacks and specials deal more damage while not empowered by any boons. That'll last 6 encounters. Well, we don't have any boons. Ensure any goods offered by Sharon cost less for 6 encounters. That one I probably should have bought first, but the other one was only 10, so it's not the end of the world. And we're going to restore some health now. Okay, Hermes is going to be the way to go.
Huh.
Heck, always said you're quick to learn, you know, and sure enough, whenever I drop in, you'd be over a cauldron working on some new spell. Well, this is it. Your time to work on some magic for our sake. Okay, racing thoughts. Your omega moves are faster. Your attack specials and cast are faster. Your sprint is 15% faster and gives you 1 barrier that ignores instances of damages. Hits block per encounter. Yeah, let's take that one. Because we are running low on health.
Tula, fish. Victory. Easy catch for Tula.
That cat loves fishing. Okay, says we got 12 to 16 inches here plus ice. Yeah, the ice is what's really bad. We had a lot of damage around. That's what caused all those outages. I should have waited until I got the other building.
We meet again.
I do believe this was a veritable blessing in disguise. It could have just as soon been any other member of the clan, so you are very fortunate indeed. Okay. Oh wow, we are at the half-hour mark. Just as a reminder, we're rotating the camera 1 degree angular for every $1 that rolls in. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Actually, we're past the half-hour mark. We're at 36 minutes. Yeah. So let's see. Hold cast to aim where the binding circle goes. We don't want to do that. Your strikes emit chain lightning that bounces up to 4 times, but you prime 50 mana. Honestly, that's all of our mana. And your attacks inflict blitz. Now, blitz damage is nice. It does strike foes with lightning. I think Static Shock is going to have the better payoff if we live through the fight. But let's see what Sharon has to say.
Moonlight guide you.
There you are.
Here I am.
Had your fill of Olympus for a while. Surpassing me here must be less burdensome than having to gouge out all of Typhon's eyes.
It's positively pleasant by comparison, but I'll get back to dealing with the father of all monsters soon enough.
Then gather what strength you can in the meantime. For now, the underworld awaits, but I yet hold the key.
No, not that tree. Hey, Tula, you want to, like, claw somebody? You know, with your claws? Thank you, Tula. Is Tula going for the real one? Nope, the real one's over here.
Let's see you evade this.
Can't right now. Oh! Don't want to stand in that. Tula, little help.
Run! That is enough. Test complete. Know only that I would not willingly confront the fury of Zinth for merely anyone, melon away.
The will of night is done.
So we've unlocked 5 cards here: the Wayward Sun, the Enchantress, the Unseen, and the Champions. Then those 2 as well. So let's see which cards we now have unlocked. Wayward Sun, after you exit a location, restore 5 health. Huntress, when you have less than 100 mana, your attack and special deal 50 damage. The Unseen, you restore mana every 1 second. That doesn't help us until we, you know, unprime some of that. You have a better chance to do critical damage with each hit in an Omega combo. You can alter location rewards. That's huge. We definitely want that. Take 0 damage the first 3 times you're hitting Guardian encounters. Yes. You can alter boons and other certain choices. Any boons you have a chance or a better chance to be duo boons. Okay, well, I feel like we're in good shape here. So let's double check to make sure we didn't lose anything over here on the ground. Okay, Tula, ready to go. Look at that hat. That's such a cute hat. Tula's like, no, you go by, you go. I'll follow what I want. Dilly says somebody beat the game using only Tula. Wow, that's impressive. Do we have any common boons? Bridal Glow, Nitro Boost, Static Shock. I feel like what we want to do is we want to get the aromatic file, and then we're going to drink this. Static Shock is now rarefied up to Heroic, so it does 25 chain lightning damage. So that should be good. We could rebuy a Death Defiance if we could afford it, but we can't. Do we want to re-roll this and see if we can get something cheaper? Probably not. Let's be on our way. Sam Mitchell, we are doing okay despite the ice. That's part of the reason I wanted to stream tonight, was to let folks know we are doing well. We are well prepared for the stream. Or not the stream, the storm. Okay. Dual boon room. Those are super dangerous. But, you know, we didn't come here to kill time itself by, you know, being lazy. So we're going to have to take the Zeus boon here. Oh, thoughtful. Lightning Lance. We don't want that one. Man, these are all terrible. We're re-rolling. Oh, here we go. Your specials inflict blitz. That I think we do want. That I think we do want.
The might of the heavens.
We must maintain decorum. Neither can we tolerate such insubordination.
You're not mad at me, are you? Tula, a little help. Or a lot of help, Tula. Why isn't my cat helping in this life or death situation? Is a question that every cat owner has probably asked. Satisfied?
We ought to be forming strong alliances, not at each other's throats. We don't want Sworn Flourish. Hitch effects deal more damage and last plus 5 seconds. I think what we really want is the Hitch Rush. Let's see if we can get it. Nexus Rush. There it is. Okay, Chaos Boon or shopping? We gotta go see your boy Chaos.
I've got blood to spare. Ow!
So we can get a Chaos Seed, we can get a Chaos Emerald, and then we can get a Chaos Boon.
You need not have participated in the trials I devised, nor provided quite as many interesting outcomes to observe, but you decided to of your own will nevertheless. Our acquaintance, therefore, was not a mistake.
That's how I feel too, Chaos, dude. Trust deepened.
For the next 5 encounters, anytime you use cast, you take 4 damage. Afterwards, boons have a plus 76 chance to be rare or better. I feel like... Can we avoid using our casts for the next 5 encounters? I think we can. I think we can. None of these other ones are amazing, other than whenever you take... Like, Paralyzing Discovery. Whenever you take damage, you're stunned. That one is like... That one will get you devastated. Afterwards, you have a better chance to find resources. I mean, resources are nice, but the better boons, rare or better. That sounds...
Infinite possibility.
Okay, so I just gotta remember not to use my cast. Okay. I think we want an Aphrodite. Let's check on something. Let's check on our Hera dual boons to see which ones we're missing. Have we got all of them? We've got every Hera dual boon. And I think we have every Hestia boon. Maybe not all the dual ones. That one requires 3 to get the legendary. We're not going to be able to get that this run, though. Hestia's attack boon lets you inflict Scorch, which is nice, though. We could use a good attack boon. I think we're going... Now, what does Aphrodite's attack boon do? Your attacks deal more damage to nearby foes. We're going to see Hestia.
Uh-oh. Tula, time to shine.
Okay, we're facing a rat. Tula, rat. Where'd Tula go? Tula, no nap! We gotta fight the rat! I'm trying to see if I can let Tula just take out the rat by itself.
Tula, get the rat! Go for it, girl! Get it, Tula!
Tula is really trying, but this thing has a ton of health, and Tula doesn't do a significant amount of damage, let's just say. Tula, get it! Tula, come on. let's just actually start attacking this thing, because this rat is going to take too long. Ah, I'm in the steam. Don't stand in the steam. That's not good rat fighting attempts, or technique. I was so much more happy when I wasn't standing in the blast of scalding steam. I wonder if there's an achievement for letting Twiller get the final hit.
Not really dead, are you?
Okay, we've got 2 nectar. We can give Hestia 1.
Grand Auntie Hestia, more and more I wonder, what would it have been like if you were always in my life? Perhaps I would have grown up quicker of wit, or happier. May we yet get to know each other like we knew each other all along.
I never wanted kids, you know, dearie, and you're not about to make me second guess what's more than probably the smartest choice I ever made, mouthing off to me the way you did just then. Now take your blasted boat and be off with you.
Okay.
You didn't even get the palace tour, Hera says. Aw, dearie, if only I could have been there to show you around instead of tending to our flames. But then again, you see one of our fancy columns. Maybe you seen them all. Yep, there's the one we wanted. Your attacks inflict scorch. Ooh, Flash Fry is also super good, but we're getting the attack boon first. And we're going to grab some marble. 43 marble. Wow, we have a lot of that. Do we want to re-roll the ash? Let's just take it. Oh, I forgot I can't do that.
Chaos boon, right, yeah.
Yep. Took some damage there. That was a mistake, yeah. Forgot about that chaos problem.
Tula. Nexus Rush +1.
Okay, I think we want the Hermes boon.
Tula. Dang it, don't stand in the steam vent, apparently, is a video game precept that I'm unfamiliar with. Lord Hermes, hear me on my authority.
You can dash more frequently, your attack, special, and cast are faster. Yeah, let's do that. And we got a cattail seed. We can do some shopping, get some bones, get some health. The health is actually, I think, the only thing we... Whoops. I accidentally got the wrong thing there. But that's okay. Okay, Apollo or location 22. Is this the shop at the end of the level? This might be the shop at the end of the level. Yep, this is the shop at the end of the level. So, a Fastia spoon, plus a palm, plus ash.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Yeah, whenever you take damage, shrug some of it off. And, yeah, that can be super good in the late game. And let's take this level up on Nexus Rush. Yeah, that's good. Oh boy, unfortunately our Chaos Boon is going to be a problem here. Because that means we can't use our cast in the next bit.
Got a great show tonight. Go on and heckle us, lady. We're big, we got thick scales. Skilla's got a voice like yelping dogs. Her lustrous hair looks like a bunch of snaky heads. We heard it all.
I wasn't gonna say any of those things, which strike me as bizarre. Perhaps if you didn't antagonize your audience so much, they'd be more charitable.
Their words roll right off our backs. At least mine, I only care about the cheers and their screams, which all start to sound the same after a while.
Tula.
Oh yeah, Chaos Boom.
Death Defy. Last chance.
Okay, where are we going here? Okay, we gotta hit that one.
Who, me?
Stay out of that. Into side there. Outside. Inside. There goes the drummer.
Tula.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, the character design in this game is awesome.
Keep practicing. Withstood that chaos curse I had.
Excellent, Eternity, Artifice, the Persistence, and Strength. So let's go see what some of those are. Turn minor finds into major finds. That's a good one. If you have no Death Defiance, you take less damage and deal more damage. Now that we're entirely out of Death Defiances, we're going to have to pick a new thing here. And I personally think it should be the Gorgon Amulet. After you use mana, restore it. That's, I mean, that's fine.
Down we go. To firmer ground. Come on, Tula. It's the morning fields.
Where's the Overlook? There it is.
Don't give in. Don't give in.
Don't give in. Don't give in. Okay, I don't know if there's any resources of any worth in here.
All these shades.
I don't think so.
Tula, let's go.
Do we want to re-roll these? A palm and a heart? I mean, that feels pretty okay. Honestly, we're going to need all the hearts we can get.
divine intervention. Thanks, Athena.
Oh my god, Melon, no way.
Have you confronted Prometheus before? You mentioned he's been able to elude you. Perhaps he knows he'd stand no chance against you if you fought.
I knew Prometheus prior to all this. I suppose our tendencies toward matters of the mind connected us. You know that he stole the gift of fire from mortal kind. Well, he also gave him reason. From me. Well, some of them anyway.
I shudder to think what mortals must have been like before they had any reason, although perhaps Prometheus ought to have kept some reason for himself.
Yeah, perhaps he thinks he did, or he has as much as he requires. Unfortunately, reason tends to be in lesser abundance than most would dare to admit.
Mental block. Your cast deal a burst of damage and momentarily make you deflect. After you take damage, become impervious for 2 seconds. Gain 1 death defiance that replenishes in each location, but you prime mana. I mean, that's a pretty good one. Now, when we look at the things we don't have yet from her, actually, we've got them all. Yeah, let's take that one.
Wise choice.
I think we want to level up the blitz damage there.
Tula.
Okay, so Hera or Zeus boon. I think we'd rather have a Hera boon at this point. Now we gotta fight a boss. This guy. Tula, come on. Probably should stay out of the range of that and just take out these other side guys first. Tula, you wanna help?
I usually like snakes. Come on out. Now come along. Olympus, I accept this message.
Your cast damage any foes as they join the encounter wherever they appear. That's nice. Your damaging effects from Olympians are stronger for each boon giver you have. That one's nice. I think we'll take that.
My strength reborn.
Hey, and we get to go see Echo. Oh, and we got a snack.
Echo, good evening to you. Good evening to you. Evening to you. Evening to you. You know, you're never around when the boatman Sharon's in the area. Fear not, for he is a friend, though not always easy to talk to. Easy to talk to, easy to talk to talk to.
Okay, we've got dodge, dodge, dodge. Gain plus 50% dodge, but lose 2% each time you dodge. I like evade, evade, evade. We're taking it.
please, take care. Take care. Take care. Take care.
Okay, we've got Zeus, heart, and coin. Zeus, heart, and coin is all... that's 3 things we need. Ah, not into the bushes. We can offer Zeus some nectar.
You have a wondrous family to protect, Lord Uncle Zeus, not to mention the heavens and the earth. Yet you always carry yourself with dignity and courage, despite the weight of your burdens. Thank you for never backing down.
I've many sons and daughters, nieces and nephews, many more. And it's been a pleasure to know each and every one. I try never to play favorites, but between us, young lady, you're an exception.
Thanks, Uncle Zeus.
Damage from Omega moves immediately activates Blitz. Wow, these all suck. None of these are good for our current setup. Your Blitz inflicts Scorch whenever they deal damage. Air quality is good, but I think Blitz effects also inflict Scorch, I think is what we want.
Better. Nemesis.
Want a bit of extra gold? Then earn it. Now heads up, they're coming.
Foes slain by Nemesis, 3. Foes slain by Melanoe, 18.
Tell me something. And don't you dare mock me or you'll regret it. How do I get into Tartarus? Manage to make it through the fields. Then hit a dead end. Keep hitting it.
Tartarus is sealed off. The only reason I'm able to get in is because not even Kronos can take away my birthright and divine authority over the place. Although, if not for Headmistress, I wouldn't have known how to use it.
No help at all. Forget I even asked. Gotta be some other way inside. Just have to make one, I guess. For now, enjoy the lack of competition while you can. Going.
Catch you later, Nemesis! It's all cleared up.
Okay, anything of value left around here? We still haven't found the tree that gives us... oh, there it is. That's the one that tells us if we missed anything. And it looks like no. We have not missed anything. Okay, a shop or Celine. I think we should see Celine. Because there's no way we're far enough in. This can't be the end game, is it? Well, actually, maybe. We've been through several chambers. Yeah, let's do...
Tula, you want a fish? Caught out. This is an anguish.
Okay, so looks like your boy Cerberus is up there.
What do these shades want, anyway?
So we have enough coins. We can buy a Facius boon.
Always grand. Whenever our Lord Zeus decides to drop by unannounced and watch over my shoulder whilst I work like by my forge, even likes to point to where my hammer ought to strike. Well, Dad, where to next, huh? Need I remind you, my good son, that this is not, in fact, your forge, but a facility that all of us may use. And I would use it now to benefit your distant cousin over there. Show me how to use this thing again.
Master Conductor. Your chain lightning can bounce off you and deals additional damage to foes. That one is fantastic.
My silver.
And we have powered up our static shock, so chain lightning now does 30 damage. Okay. We are in good shape to go fight your boy Cerberus.
What is it you think you're guarding, huh?
Where's Cerberus? Oh, he's not back yet. Hey, Tula, you want to help with these guys? No. There he is. He's back. A dinosaur story. Get out of the way and get Tula up.
Spirits of despair, be gone! What constitutes mere playtime for the terrifying hound of hell is ended for the while. Beast soothed! Now be at peace again. The Fates, the Boatman, the Swift Runner, the Furies, and the Sorceress. Fantastic. Anything of note? Looks like we're in the clear. Done.
Okay, so we got a shop here. Oh, we got to use the fountain first. And we had the Gorgon amulet, but we've already burned through that. So when fighting, Kronos, the knuckle bones is basically always a safe choice.
This one.
Now, we don't have a great high damage output option for bosses. We're going to have to just be dodging his attacks as we go. Ensure any goods offered by Sharon cost 30% less. You take 10% less damage. None of these are amazing. That fairy voucher would be great if we were going to get to him in less than 6 encounters, but we won't. So let's go ahead and unseal this. Is there anything we want to sell? If we sell Bridal Glow, does it cancel the Heroic Chain Lightning? I'm guessing it does, so we probably don't want to do that. Yeah.
Here goes. Almost there.
Salamander says it might be safe to sell. Yeah. Since we...
Kronos and his wheels of change.
Yeah, I don't want to risk it though, because like that boon is like super good. The heroic chain lightning with the bounce thing.
Override. They'll know I'm here. Express route set. I'm in.
She is heading for the house again. Stop her. Okay, let's go see Dad after we make sure there's nothing of value hidden in this room. Nope.
I'm gonna go see Hades too. Greetings, Father. Melanoe. Daughter, answer me something. How is it that the Titan's armies are well organized enough to siege Olympus, when the Titan himself cowers here in Tartarus? We have another Titan to contend with there. Prometheus is leading the attack. I don't know exactly how he got free, or what he truly wants, other than vengeance on the gods. Is vengeance on the gods an insufficient desire in itself? I wanted nothing to do with his sentencing, but your Lord Uncle Zeus, he would always claim that he could fashion more creative punishments than I.
Just as a reminder, we are rotating the camera at 1 degree angular for every dollar that rolls in. We have been streaming now for an hour and 20 minutes, and we are at 175 degrees angular. So if anybody wants to get us past the fully upside down point, we're only $5 away from 180. Okay, so looking at the options we have here for Boons of Hades, Gigaros Dash. Your dash strikes surrounding foes with a sweep that inflicts scorn. They take additional attack and special damage that lasts 10 seconds. That doesn't sound terrible. After you take damage, go dark and deal more damage for the duration. I think that's the one we want. I think that's the one that's going to let us survive the boss fight with only 1 Death Defiance, is Unseen Ire. I think we take Unseen Ire. Damage while dark, 70%. So if he hits me, I'm then harder to hit after that. How are we doing on our thing from Echo? 22 is our current dodge chance, so we only have a few dodge chances left. Let's salute Dad.
In shadow I serve. To shadow you'll return. Done here. Some assistance, please, Tula? No escape! Caught another jiffy.
Okay, so Daedalus Hammer. Let's go.
Upgrade.
Your dash strike hits 3 times. Your attacks are faster. Your attacks are faster will really help us with the chain lightning, I think.
The black coat shines.
Okay, see, we got Hephaestus over there with a boss. Now the question is, what could we get from Hephaestus at this point that would really help us? If we got an anvil ring sacrifice, that could pay off. We've already got tough gain. Grand Caldera, we don't have any blast effects, so we're definitely not going to get that. Molten Touch might be nice, but the bosses aren't going to have that. Security system, gain health based on your magic limit. I mean, Hephaestus just isn't a great choice. I think we re-roll it. Hera. Hera is a good choice here. Losing a lot of health on these coins.
Deathified.
Tula, you want to help? We're running low on health. This is not good.
Not losing to a bag.
Whenever you restore mana during encounters, damage all hit-affected foes. When you have at least 2 of all elements, all your common boons gain rarity. Your hitch effects deal more damage and last plus 5 seconds. Hereditary Bane is the one we want here.
Our bond renewed.
Whoops. That was maybe a mistake.
Tula.
Tula, please. Woo.
Out of sight.
Well, those coins will pay off later. Okay. Well, that's even more coins. Do we want even more coins or do we want to re-roll? I think we want even more coin. We want 3 coins more than we want 3 palms. But... oh, that room could get us killed. But it could also be really good. If we survive this fight, this is going to pay off super well.
Family dispute.
Okay, so we're going to have to anger Hera. Oh no, there's lasers in this room. Your attacks and specials deal more damage to armor. Your weapon deals damage based on armor and you gain some now. Yeah, let's take the armor and you gain some now.
Hera grew displeased.
Perhaps you belong here on Olympus after all, showing such rudeness to me. Somebody once asked, could you please wake up this cat? It needs to help me fight all over the place. I said, yep, help from Hera. I could use you to heal myself. I'll use a little change. Well, the cat starts clawing and it don't start clawing. Back to the rules. Now I am dodging. Well, how many people is Hera gonna send down on me? Cat, help. Whew. Well, mustn't keep all our anger bottled up, yet always have some in reserve. Whenever hitch-afflicted foes are slain, damage all other hitch-afflicted foes. I think that's going to be the best one. This one's maybe not terrible. Which common boons do we even have that might be affected? Nexus Rush. Might be the only... Nexus Rush and Nitro boon. Boost. Nitro boost giving us an extra bit of help of reduction might be good, but I think this Death Blast damage will help us clear these remaining rooms faster at least. Okay. A triple palm or a reroll. Reroll. Triple coin. Literally just food. Okay, we're back to triple coin, and we've only got one reroll left. Can't say I wanted just a food room. A cafeteria, jeez. Now for the last. Okay, well, we got plenty of coins at least going into the shop at the end. Fine, we're taking the triple palm, whatever. Cool. I forgot about that. Static shock. The chain lightning damage boost might be good. It's hard to say. A few more chambers still. Okay, so this could possibly give us a max health, but we don't, it's not worth it. Okay, so what are we supposed to do? Okay, we have to avoid getting hit entirely to earn that. That's not worth it. Welcome, Glom Parkway. Okay, well that's that knocked out. One more room. That was going the wrong way. He's just out of range. There he is.
Hey, Tula, you want to go fish? See that one, Tula? And caught. Another jiffy. Okay, here we go.
So we're at the shop. We've got 1892. So we can purchase straight up an extra nightmare, which will let us upgrade a weapon and help us a ton in the next run. Or we could buy like everything else here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to showcase everything else here, and I'm going to put up our hydration break sign because I benefit from getting up and walking around before we fight the Kronos, the final boss here. We're not going to put on music because it will interfere with the ability to store this as a VOD. If y'all want to wish me good luck on Kronos in the chat, now's a good time to do it. It's also a great time to tip, since I'll be getting up and coming back. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We're 90 minutes into this. Just as a reminder, if you are watching this in the VOD, you can still send tips via that link, paypal.me/JoeHills. Okay. I am going to be RB. Da 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 da. Okay, sitting back down at the computer here, getting the hydration break sign down. Okay, so let's do some quick math. We could, for 1892, okay, 1892 is where we're starting here. 1892 minus 1300 leaves us with 592. We could get the Death Defiance and the Hearts, but not the Heraboon or the Zeus Boon. I kind of feel like maybe that's the play, because these weapon upgrades end up having huge long-term impacts. And I feel like there's not a lot we could get from Zeus at this point, even if we wanted to. Like, maybe, like, most of these upgrades are not actually going to be great for us. Maybe the Chain Lightning, Electric Overload would help a little bit. Double Strike might help a little bit. Hey, Timmy No Thumbs. The storm situation is manageable. So, don't forget the webcam. Oh, we forgot to turn the webcam back on. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, the nothingness. Once again, we are rotating the camera 1 degree angular for every dollar that rolls in. We are still where we started the stream. So if anybody out there is enjoying this and thinks this is of value, a gift from Night, feel free to consider tipping. Max life up 50. Okay. So I think we are ready to go. Salutations! Okay, Tula. We're ready to go. Dive, dive, dive. Quick dip. Ugh. You waste what precious time remains to you. Angry, now as ever. Do you wish to know exactly how I reawakened Typhon, my girl? Or how I managed it without you gods detecting what I had in store? Please indulge me, grandfather, for I do so enjoy your tales. You would never believe it if you knew, for you are narrow-minded. You and all gods. I have outsmarted you, and I shall overpower you as well. Ah! Whoa, it's the Jamal raid! Jamal always yells when I go in there, so I'm yelling too. Hey, Jamal Raiders, we are doing voice acting practice playing Hades. I've got notes on all the different voices for the gods and goddesses here. What I'm trying to practice doing is keeping track of the specific voices that I'm using for each person and then being consistent with them. We are just about to fight the final boss here, Kronos. That was my Kronos voice. So here we go. Here's what we're going to do. We've got a... What now? Tula, you want to help? So we've got a boon from Hera that lets us hitch Kronos to his goons. So it might seem like it's wasteful when I'm harvesting stuff. That is wasteful. It might seem like it's wasteful when I'm attacking his goons, but it's actually hitting him too. Uh-oh. I don't like all those orbs with the glowing. Dang it. Let's just hit these things in general. Dang it. Ow, my body. That's where I keep my blood. Woo! Woo! 1 health bar down. A moment, if you please. Okay, so when he does that, we have damnable throw. We're kind of in bullet hell right now, which is, you know, in a game about being in literal hell, not that different. Death defied!
So any of those orbs are going to cause us what's called damage, which diminishes our health, but not our self-esteem. Ow! That also diminished my self-esteem. That one was bad. Ah! Okay, we got to get in that circle. No, got to get in that circle. Woo! I can't believe we survived that. Uh-oh! Tula. Tula's the name of the cat. If you see me yelling Tula, I'm yelling at the cat because I'm like, cat, help! Tula, ah! We are very low health, Tula. Uh-oh. Gotta get down in that circle. Gah. My age, perhaps, is catching up with me. Kronos vanquished. Victory for the underworld.
So we'll gain some gems and some sand. Ooh, and some seeds. Yay, poppy seeds. Just don't eat those before a drug test. Okay, so now we can take a nap and dream.
Woo! To the abyss of the subconscious I descend, to meet my brother and greet him like a friend. Night and darkness guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time. Through this mirror I go with each successive rhyme. Soaring through the stars, traveling really far. This old mirror certainly has come in handy, I must say. Is that you, Melanoe? I can hardly see you anymore. Blast! Zagreus, can you hear me? Answer me, Zagreus! I don't know what's going on with you, but I'm prepared to do my part as soon as you're prepared. It's no use. He can't hear me anymore. I have an incantation to complete and mustn't remain here. From mists of memory, return to shadow now. Wait, was that her? What's going on? Melanoe!
Okay, so
I felt I'm needed on the surface now.
So we need to go defeat Typhon one more time, I think, before we can do the final Kronos battle.
The underworld and Zagreus will have to wait a bit. I'm needed on Olympus. Soy, Dora, took you long enough.
Whoops.
What would you do if you had the tent all to yourself anyway, Dora? You can invite over all the other shades and absolutely trash the place, I suppose. What? You mean share it? Can you say ridiculoso? Mel, not sharing the tent is the entire point. A proper haunting has a 1-to-1 ratio between the haunted and the hauntee. Even I haven't forgotten the basics. I can't imagine all you want to do is float around in here, minus the part where we get to speak.
Whoa, why is my phone ringing inside of the... What? How did that happen? My phone is ringing in the headphones. Is that ringing out there too? Somehow, oh, it's not, my phone isn't even, what? Paired to the Bluetooth. Okay. I don't know if you guys heard that, but yeah, probably a reminder to stay inside because it's snowing and icy. Okay. Sorry about that.
Then you simply lack imagination, friend.
Oh, that threw me off. I should have said Amiga. Okay, so we've got none of these that we're up to here. Okay, we're going to come back to Moros then. Let's go get our pet treats. We got our 3 pet treats. And we got a bunch of plants that have grown while we were gone. Some olives. So poppy seeds. Poppy seeds. I think we definitely want to plant olives. How are we on wheat? We've got 3 wheat. We've got plenty of nightshade. Got a lot of origin stuff. Drink of the earth. Okay, so we've planted everything we can, because before we start the scene with Moros, that's going to pass some time. So we need to do everything that's going to cost time before we do that. Okay, so we're going to order some nightmare, too. That'll take some time. Going to buy our nectar. We're going to sell all our fish. Okay, and oh, let's sell also all of our gemstones. We got 100 of those for that successful run. Okay. So, over here at our cauldron, we've unlocked the greatest gift of Gaia. What is that? Gain the power to automatically harvest any resources in a location when you exit. That's not amazing. So let's go talk to the boss, Hecate. That pitch black stone in our training grounds, I've sensed it ever since your incantation. The subtle influence of chaos on this realm.
Our goals are intertwined. When I gaze upon the stone, I begin to see different paths and possibilities in every facet, some leading closer to victory.
Those paths and possibilities are real, like as not, as are these splendors that await should you indulge our primordial benefactor. There is always uncertainty where chaos is concerned, yet I trust that Nyx's parent is an ally, not a threat.
I trust so too.
Oh yeah, also just as a reminder, y'all, if anybody wants to show the Jamal Raiders how the camera rotates, we are rotating 1 degree angular for every dollar that rolls in. According to my abacus here, we're currently at 175 degrees angular. Okay, what is this guy up to? Odysseus. Have the old knuckle bones been of some use, goddess? Must look a little worn, but brought me fortune many times in games of chance, and when my life was on the line.
Odysseus, if they were dear to you all through your life, why would you give them to me now? No matter how useful they may still be, which is quite a bit.
Come now, nothing would please me more than for you to succeed. If some small token of my past could be of benefit, it's yours. Besides, I got a nectar bottle in exchange.
It wasn't meant to be a trade.
Just keep the blasted bones. Okay. So let's go see what's going on up here with Eris. Ooh, Eris and Nemesis chat.
Yeah? And just what do you think you're gonna do about it there, Nemi? Can't have it out with me in the middle of your little crossroads.
Can't do anything about it here, but might run into you out there snooping around, and then you won't get any special treatment. Just another target.
Hey, Nemesis, how could you be so cruel? You're my sister. We don't have to fight. And besides, what makes you think you'd ever catch me? You're too slow.
We'll see, huh?
You'll see.
Queen Jalava says, Eris, my favorite. Yeah, I really like Eris too. Eris is a lot of fun. Okay, I think we've done everything that's going to take any time. Because none of the things that take time we really wanted to do at this point. We've got so much shadow extraction that we don't need to brew anymore. We don't have the stuff to make nectar or beast love morsels. So let's go ahead and gift Moros the bath salts and start a scene that'll while away some time.
Lord Moros, would you accompany me to the springs again sometime? And by sometime, I mean, are you busy now?
I feared you'd never ask again, Princess. I've longed for the warmth of the springs since we last visited.
Okay. So we do expanded face cam for the springs.
Woo!
The perfect warmth.
So expanded face cam, yeah.
I surely can get used to this.
Your relationship with the Fates sounds like it must have been a complicated one. You've never been on your own, have you?
I haven't. They're my sisters and my elders. I grew up under their watchful eye, and I'm more than their brother. I was their guardian, but I couldn't protect them in the end. Perhaps they always knew I'd fail them, and loved me anyway.
You can't go thinking like that. You had one of the most important responsibilities in the world. The Fates are as all-knowing as they come, aren't they? Then it stands to reason there wasn't anybody suited better for the task than you.
Princess, would you just let me wallow in my misery a bit? No. Wait. Forget it, it's gone. A mighty incantation on your part just now.
Heh. Anyway, I know you love your sisters, but the circumstances being what they are, perhaps some distance will be good for you.
Perhaps. These springs are good for me. Of that I have no doubt.
Nor I. Time passes.
And then we're going to bring the camera back down in size.
I think I really needed that, and always wonderful to have your company.
So that passed 12 vials, which means that our crops are further along, and one of them is actually ready for us. So we can plant another plankton there. And I don't think any of the stuff we had was waiting on that plankton. Viewing boons in the Book of Shadows. Oh, that's actually not terrible. It is kind of expensive, though. But yeah, let's do the Path to Desired Blessings, because that is going to pay off for us in the long term.
ASCII and Kataski.
What else? Okay, so now we should be able to, if I was like, okay, I want to get this boon from Hephaestus and somebody else, I can now, yeah. Let's say I needed to get Rude Awakening. So I could press Y to track that, and then it would showcase it. Okay. Which of the gods do we not have the whole faded list for? I think we got actually all of them at this point. Yeah, we've got some legendary ones. Winter Harvest, Nervous Wreck, and Fire Away. So I'm assuming Winter Harvest, that sounds like a Demeter boon. Yeah, Y to track that. So Ice Strike, Plentiful Forage, freeze affected foes, shatter at 10% damage, dealing damage in the area. Yeah, that sounds good. Natural Selection, we need that. Hostile Environment, we need that. Okay. So this is handy. We can just kind of be marking stuff as we go. Hey, Chris Wage, welcome. Who says you staying warm? Looks like, yeah, we're staying warm. I did go for a walk today, and boy, there was a lot of problems around town. And so I found both a power line that was hanging at knee height across a street. Now, it was a dead-end street that not a lot of people were using, but still not ideal. If it hadn't been a dead-end street, it probably would have been hit already. And so I had to call that in to 911. Waited 10 minutes on the line for 911. Nice Boy says, are you noob or pro? I mean, I don't call 911 very often, so probably a noob. And then there's also a parking lot I walked past where I was like, there's water pouring out of this parking lot into the gutter. And I walked up to it, and there's like a patch of asphalt that was like, water was bubbling up through the patch of asphalt. So I checked the water website, and that was not listed as a reported breakage, so I reported that too. So, yeah, I'm keeping busy. Seawage says, I've got partial power here, enough to keep the laptop charged and play Vintage Story. Fair enough. Yeah, we've been lucky. We've had some brownouts, but no real outages worth mentioning. So, very fortunate. Okay. So, Aspect of Moros, rank 5. Honestly, I'm not sure that this Aspect of Moros was better than the Aspect of Melanoe on this. Well, let's try it. So, yeah, so that has a benefit there. Okay, let's see, which pets have we not given all the treats to yet? Now that we've got some more treats, we can feed our pup here. Here, Hecuba! Well, together you have more mana. You're more likely to find digging spots. Let's take the digging spots one. Okay. And let's give Freenos a treat, too. Well, look at you! Divine Bond, rank 3, and Soul Bond. Yeah. And another treat. Surprise! That's good, huh? Okay. I'm pretty happy with the cat for right now. We don't really need fish at the moment, but it's fine. Let's go look at the board here. So that's going to take us downtown. I think maybe Aspect of Moros, Trial of Flame. Maybe we do the Trial of Flame, then we can make more pet treats. But before we do, let's go talk to Skalamos here. Scalamaeus. Commander, the augmentation of bone density you taught me. It's a costly incantation. Are you certain you're prepared? If we proceed, there's no undoing the effect.
Young one, I was born prepared. Put yourself in my place. Wouldn't you want to be able to take a real beating?
I prefer to avoid beatings altogether, but I can see the appeal from your perspective. Your bones would become much more durable, as long as falling to pieces is not the best part for you.
It's really not, because when I'm in pieces, I'm not getting hit. And that's the good stuff, let me tell you. So you're going to cast this thing or what?
I'm looking into it.
Yeah, that incantation was expensive. Are you running Arcana not completely? Yeah. Okay, so let's do this Aspect of Moros challenge here with the Everlasting Ember and see how that goes.
I can overcome this. That's convenient.
Okay, so we got to look at our loadout here. So this gave us Arcana. Vow of Wards. All foes have 2... Really? Oh, that sucks. 2 barriers. Your specials create an additional projectile. When you channel your Omega special and it uses less mana. Your Scorch effects deal damage faster. Your Splash inflicts Froth. When hit, afflicted foes have a chance to take more damage. Glowing Coal. Hold cast to aim your fireball. Your attacks hit foes with a splash that knocks other foes away. Your specials inflict Scorch. Your casts also immediately hit foes with a powerful splash that inflicts Froth. Sprint leaves a Cinder Trail. Any damage you take from burning is reduced to 1. Whenever you attack or special deal damage, restore mana. This is a pretty good build. These scenario builds are a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we weren't allowed to take our cat with us, but that's okay. So let's go see what our options here. Ooh, Hestia and Poseidon boons. Okay, let's go to the tree and let it show us the way. Hestia, Poseidon, health, and mana, and dash. So we're just going to pick up all the free boons. Hi, bud. You want to catch on fire? I probably should be running around with that on. Just for kicks. But okay.
We've all been counting on you, little niece, but still, I'd not expected you could take on Kronos and prevail. I thought at best you'd keep him busy for a while. You must be very strong, like me.
C-Star. Double rewards. That can be good in a lot of cases. Hit, double reward chance of 30. Yeah, let's take that.
Should be one left.
Ooh, there's a coin over there. Maybe we'll get a double coin. We did. C-Star.
How about 2?
Don't know how you got so far so quick tonight, hot stuff, but you're not going any further till you're properly prepared. Gotta bring plenty of heat for where you're going.
Hot pot. Ooh, wait. Scalding vapor. If foes with froth are struck by your fire effects from Hestia, they are engulfed in steam. 20 steam damage every 1/5 of a second. Yeah, we're taking that. Okay, let's see what our options are here. Hestia and a boss, or Hestia and a boss? Hestia and a boss, I guess. Okay. We are going to enable that. Got it hit on me there.
Phantoms be gone. Olympus, I accept this message.
Gain a chance to dodge, which is doubled against Scorch afflicted foes. That's always good. Flash fry. Foes perish in a blast. That's always good. Are there any blessings of Hestia that we want to get toward? We need Smolder Ring, which we're not going to be able to get with this. Yeah, okay. So none of these will advance us in general. Honestly, Snuffed Candle does a lot more damage to bosses, but the boss in this area is the one we're best at fighting, which is your pal Cerberus. So let's take Flash Fry, because the mobs in here are where we're really in trouble. Hestia and a palm or a shop. I was told there were no mid shops in this part of the map. But it seems like that was misleading. Okay. So let's go buy this Poseidon room like this. What is going on here? I'm getting a bunch of alerts, probably because of the storm. A bunch of things about warming shelters. Well, that's good to know that those are available. Yeah. Okay, it's just warming shelters for people that don't have heat. I'm glad the city is letting people know about those, because it is very cold and dangerous out there. Gain additional health for each water you have. That's a good one. Your Omega Cast power. Your Omega Cast gains power and knocks foes away. Let's take the extra max. Well, we have so much health. Field mid shops only spawn in special circumstances runs. Ah, that's good to know. If we were going for the boss, like, I'm really good at fighting Cerberus, so I don't think we need the extra health with 4 Death Defiances. I think we take the Geyser Spout. And we're gonna get the Palm. Specials, Inflict Scorch. Let's take the, yeah, let's take the Specials, Inflict Scorch. And I guess we might as well buy some ash. Let's hold off. Hold on. So we've got Hestia, Hermes, Poseidon, or Hestia, Poseidon, Hermes. Let's go with this one. Okay, where's the tree that tells us where stuff goes? I hate that they're like, follow the golden petals. The golden petals lead me into the shades half the time. Fine. And now my claim. Let's give him a nectar since we haven't given him a lot.
Lord Poseidon, so many mortals know you as the Earth Shaker. But for the land and sea alike... Oh, sorry, just no button there. For the land and sea alike bend to your will. But I'm so deeply fortunate to know you as my uncle. I won't forget your kindness and spirit.
You needn't waste your nectar on me, niece. Not like I can drink it all the way from here. Perhaps it's just how it is with offerings. Mortals, they leave us strips of fresh cooked meat and things like that. What was I on about?
In the name of Hades.
King Tide is legendary. Your splash effects are larger and deal more damage to Guardians. Guardians are bosses. That's a pretty good one. Ah, don't go in there.
Now 2 remain.
Okay, there's the tree that shows us where stuff is. Got some ash there. Oh, I gotta make sure I'm not leaving any sea stored stuff behind from these minor benefits. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, we're cutting through these guys pretty quick. I think that's probably why they've got that double two-hit attack thing, because this is such an overpowered build otherwise. Okay.
In the name of Hades.
Your Omega Special also launches a fireball, but uses +10. Your attacks and specials do more power the more fire you have. Honestly, these are both great. Let's take... So that's +12. Let's take Control Burn. Those are both good.
I accept this message.
Smolder Ring. Your cast repeatedly inflict... let's... Yeah, let's take Hot Pot here. Okay.
Think I'm finished here.
Palm or... let's go see Sharon. Ooh, we could get a Moon Boon. Let's go for another Hestia Boon, though. Slow Cooker. We can do Slow Cooker again, except now it'll do 16 because we've taken 2 other flame things. That sounds pretty good.
Slow cooker upgraded.
Okay, let's go help Cerberus out. Burn off some of that energy. Smolder Ring could have led to Hestia's Legendary. You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I didn't know if we were going to get Hestia in the next area.
Now I release you.
Yeah, we should have gone with Smolder Ring. Oh well. The grim, resourceful underworld princess somehow soothes the savage beast.
Beast soothed. Feel better, Cerberus. Mission complete. Hit me then. Gah. Return to Shadow now.
You have accomplished what this trial asked of you.
Chaos got their way.
Yeah, that weird sound again. Okay. So if we want to upgrade the coat, we need silver and moon dust. If we want to take the coat out, it wants to take us down to stairs, which we don't want. Blurg. Okay. Well, let's just do a reset then on that. Alrighty, good night, Sandralin, who says, bedtime for me, because working remote does not have snow days. No worries, lay your head down and dream. Let's go make some more pet treats.
Become what I seek.
Okay, that's going to take 14 whiles to arrive.
Ooh. Soy Dora.
Good to chat, but I better get back to haunting.
Fair enough.
Okay. Okay. Now we can buy some moon dust here. And that'll let us upgrade this. With the aspect of Selene. You start with Skyfall, a hidden hex that strikes multiple foes and inflicts shine. Afflicted foes take 50% more damage from a mega move.
Grant me the aspect of Selene.
Shine like the moon, kiddo.
So we need Nightmare to level that up. Okay. But it looks like it's just how quickly the hex is ready is what you gain from that. Now that's also unlocked a new Trial of Fury in Oceanus. But we don't really care about that right now. Okay, so making sure that we have that off. Okay. So to attack, press X repeatedly.
For the cause.
Okay, so that's how we do the moon thing there. Okay. So basically, I think everybody here, we have maxed out our interactions with them until we move things along. Oh, he would take an ambrosia. That'll kill some time and get us our pet treats.
If I've learned anything, it's that with practice comes perfection, or as close as we can ever get. So what do you say we practice listening to our hearts a little more? Here, this is for you.
I'm attempting to listen to my heart right now, Princess. But if it truly can speak, I'm afraid it's speaking a bit rapidly, such that I can't entirely understand or know what to do, as though I'm in one of your binding spells.
How about I go first, and next I offer you ambrosia, so you can be prepared. For now, my heart says, I feel comfortable around you, even though you make me feel like royalty, which, come to think of it, I do not mind at all.
I thank you very much for that, Princess. I'm pleased that you approve of me this way, and next time, as you say, I'll be better prepared to express my sentiment in turn.
Excellent. So we need to get some ambrosia before we continue with him. Okay. Unfortunately, it didn't actually spend time in the taverna. Good evening, Dee Dee Bird. Okay. So we've got the aspect of Selene here, and we need to go to the top side. Now, after the next Guardian, activate 2 random and active Arcana cards. I feel like that's going to be the way we want to go with this. Was there anything we wanted to upgrade here that we can't afford the moon dust because we bought that other thing? That's right. Well, we need a lot of feathers and golden apples and wool. Anyway, so 2 pearls, 5 moon dust. Okay, well, let's go ahead and head up topside.
I want to go outside, outside.
No, you can't breathe in our surface air forever, so it's a good thing I got a hold of you as you're starting off. We'll get you to the mountaintop practically in no time. Any gold you find is worth more. Well, we're getting that early, so that'll help. But the mean streak, whenever you slay a foe, deal more damage with your weapon for the next 45 seconds, is actually really good against these big groups of mobs. We don't... Ooh. Actually, let's take the... Let's take this... Okay, so we're gonna get some zoo spoons. Hey, DD Bird, yeah, power is stable, it seems.
Foes eliminated.
Alas, that you never got to know your brother Zagreus. Fine lad that he was. Determined lad. Didn't always get on with your father, but who does? I'm certain he fought Kronos just as bravely as he could.
Rushing causes surrounding foes to be struck by lightning bolts. Epic. Yeah, let's try it.
There we go.
Welcome to Indigo Electric Vehicles. We want to see Medea, for sure, but let's see what else is going on in here. Oh boy, we got some great options. Okay, we're gonna go see Medea first, and then we'll go see Daedalus. Medea would welcome an offering of ambrosia. Of course, we just gave it to Moros. Whoops.
Most practitioners of our craft would have condemned my experimentation, or turned their noses at the very least. But not you, sorceress. I laud your intestinal fortitude.
Hey, welcome Ghost Viking, who says, howdy fellow Nashvillian. I hope you're staying warm and safe out there. I've got extra blankets, and I'm wearing extra layers during the stream. Yay. We are lucky. We just had a few brownouts, no actual total power loss. So, we're holding on, but, also, Gambit says, I truly apologize. I left my phone in my pocket and left weird letters in chat. I was hoping to watch on Twitch and found I was banned. Yeah, well, you can watch on YouTube. I don't do ban reviews on Twitch. I have, there's some sort of ban appeal thing that people can fill out on Twitch, and last time I checked, there were like 1,200 in there. And I've thought about making a Hammerhead shark puppet to do a stream where I review all the ban reviews, and it's the ban Hammerhead shark. So I'm not going to say I'm never going to look at your request, but it might be, I have to construct a puppet first. That's where we are on that. Ghost Viking says, I got fam out in White House with 0 power. Glad you still got power. Yeah, I heard it's rough up there. Anyway, we're doing voice acting practice.
Your experimentation, as you call it, is not for me to judge. That would make me no different than so many others who misunderstand the nature of what we do. I must admit, I do enjoy how next to no one even dares approach us out of fear that we lash out. Perhaps not for the best long term, but as for now, I can experiment in peace. Though you, at least, are always welcome here.
After each encounter, gain 5 max health. After a foe joins the encounter, takes random damage. I like the suffering on sight one.
May it take you far. May it take you far. Thank you.
Gambit says, yeah, I just thought I'd apologize. Apology accepted. Okay, so we're going to go to Daedalus and then Hephaestus.
two shades are getting out of there. Anybody else? Yeah, don't stand in the fire.
Okay. Your specials bounce rockets toward 2 more foes. Your attacks are faster. Whenever your attacks strike foes, your special has a 25% chance to fire automatically. Yeah, that one's a good one.
Zinth, protect me.
Okay, it doesn't look like there's any side exits from this one. Safe Haven says, I thought you were wearing a long sleeve shirt for once, and genuinely cackled when I saw it was just a short sleeve shirt. I mean, I am wearing a sweater. It's a crop top sweater, but it's still a sweater. So I got that going for me. Which way was Hephaestus? Oh, he's down there.
Olympus calls.
Hey! Am I mistaken, Witchy? Are you Baron Zinth, the black bloody coat? Wearing it, I should say. Heard how it's put together, but I've never seen it for myself. Let's see what it can do. Volcanic Flourish is gonna be pretty good with this build. So let's take that. Let's dig as well. Get us some garlic seeds here. And let's go check out what's in here. Yep, that volcanic flourish is going to pay off. Ghost Viking says, dude looked like a construction worker from Jersey. The voice matched. Yeah, thanks. I was kind of going for a car mechanic kind of vibe. Oh boy, that guy hit me for a little bit there. What do we get? A little bit of max magic. Anything else of value here? Nah. That's okay. So we have 3 pylons remaining. Let's consult with the bats. We have a moon, which would be a path of stars. Hestia. Okay. An attack that inflicts scorch would be amazing. I think in the interests of saving Death Defiances, we gotta take the double health here. I usually don't like getting the max health, but
Just a couple of these left.
no real choice in this. Hey, welcome, Kip the Witch. We're actually playing a game with Melanoe the Witch. I don't know if y'all run in the same cycles. Okay. So the question is, do we want the Hestia boon? Let's look at our boons from Hephaestus. The dual boons we don't have from him yet, or Rude Awakening, we need Apollo. But we are partway to that. Okay, that's the only one we don't have. Oh, chain reaction's actually really good. Let's do a Hestia one. Kip the Witch says, I hope this run goes well. Fair enough. Me too. We only need to defeat Typhon one more time to get the crazy Gigaros Spear enchantment.
The Flame Sigil.
Strange contraption that you're using to make everything blow up. I got odd glances too when I still had the rail of adamant, but I could make them look away right quick.
Okay. Now, I think any of these would probably... Your cast repeatedly scorch foes. Your Omega Special launches a fireball but uses extra... I think we'll take Smoldering. Because I don't like the glowing... I don't like guiding the binding circle. I like it at my feet. Okay, any special exits? No. Okay. Do we maybe... If we go to Hera, we might get the Hera attack, which will link things with pitch. That can be helpful in some situations. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually use my scorching thing.
All right.
Again, Lord Zeus reached you first, has he? The noble son of Kronos and his lightning speed. You can't imagine just how quickly he flees from me sometimes. Ooh, Heroic Nexus Rush is 1,000 times better than anything else in this list.
That's the boon I need.
It actually is. Heroic Nexus Rush with Hephaestus stuff is going to be kind of ludicrous. We gotta drink from the fountain first.
Okay.
I think we take let's take the palm before we take the boon, because there's a better chance of Volcanic Flourish leveling up. Excellent. So Volcanic Flourish now only takes 8 seconds. That was the right call there. Now we're going to buy a Zeus boon.
In the name of Hades.
After your strikes emit chain lightning that bounces up to 4 times, but you prime 50 mana. We're not really mana focused this run, which, you know, maybe we should be, but honestly, that Static Shock plus the blitzing, we're in good shape. Okay, so before we go fight this boss, we have been streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes, so we're going to put our hydration break sign up, and we are going to remind folks that tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We're rotating the camera 1 degree angular for every $1 that rolls in during this stream. We were at 177 from the earlier stream, and we're still, or sorry, not 177, 175. We're still 5 degrees angular away from 180. So if anybody thinks that this stream is worth more than nothing, feel free to tip. Even a little bit goes a long way. You could watch all of my YouTube episodes of Hermitcraft, all 1,000-something of them, and I'd be lucky to see $1 to $3, depending on the time of year, in ad revenue. So even just a few bucks can make a huge difference. That applies to the people watching this in VOD form too, because we are leaving this as a VOD after we finish the stream. Okay, I will BRB. Because we were doing the VOD, I can't put on music, so I'm just going to mute my mic and walk away. BRB! mic is clipped back on. Casto says, I've been trying hard to get a sub 20 Olympus run, but I keep feeling a minute too slow. Close though. Wow, good luck to you. Yeah, I'm definitely not at the point where I'm ready to start speed running. Song of Storm says, I'm curious, how do you calculate angular rotation if the donations aren't in US dollars? Well, basically, if it's similar enough to a US dollar, like a Canadian dollar or a British pound, one slightly higher, one slightly lower, I just call it 1-to-1. If it's something where it's like 8,000 pesos, I'll be like, well, what is 8,000 pesos in US dollars? And then it would be like, whatever, you know. So it depends. If the number is close to dollars, I just do it. If it's off by orders of magnitude, then I change.
You heard that, didn't you?
Oh yeah, we need to take down the hydration break sign before we read this.
I know you shan't, but don't got any real clue what you look like. Probably you're kind of like the shepherd's crook I got between my teeth. No meat on you at all.
Perhaps if you knew my appearance, you'd be less inclined to treat me as livestock. My hair is as pale as wheat. I'm clad in saffron and silver. I wield the nocturnal arms, forged in the depths of chaos.
Wheat and saffron. Throw in some sheep's milk, pinch of sea salt, little of this, little of that. Throw in the fire for a little bit. You're bred to die for.
We're taking a lot of damage being too close to him.
Shouldn't have done that. Time to walk this off.
I don't know what this... Oh, I forget what this one actually does. Ah, deathified! Is there anybody left here? Just him. We gotta get away from him when he's like that.
Deathified. I'm out.
Well, that's a rough run. 2 death defiances.
Nap time.
Champion, Sorceress, Artificer, Excellence, and the Messenger, the Wayward Son, and the Centaur are the cards we just unlocked. Sorceress Omega moves are faster. Wayward Son, after you exit a location, restore 5 health. Messenger casts make you impervious. That's one I would have been, well, that one would have been nice there. Artificer, chance to turn minor finds into major finds. I love that one. Okay. Centaur, gain health and magic when you go through 5 locations. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So do we have any common boons right now that we would benefit from upgrading with the... Yeah. We can upgrade our Smolder Ring to be heroic, which might be good. Get a second boon once more this night, which is great if we run into Hermes. Hermes does tend to show up when we're on the ship. Song of Storm says, Mel, you will make tasty bread. I know, right? Okay. Eris is the last one that dealt us damage, and will be at the end of this fight. Plus, we can rank this up. I think, you know what? Heart of the Cards feels like the Evil Eye is the right thing for us to take in this situation. We can't afford anything. None of those are great anyway.
Onward!
Sounds like there's a place to fish.
Tula, be my guest. It's over. Fine work, Tula. Caught a crab. Too far to swim, but all those ships out there are swift. This way.
Going my way? Rough waters ahead, sister. And up overboard. I won't be diving in to get you out. Stand clear.
Who's left?
Enjoy the show, you gods.
Okay, and sailing on, nectar or ash? Nectar, basically every time. Okay, let's go ahead and gain a nectar. Ooh, static shock +1. That means chain lightning, 15 damage. That's okay. We're getting out of the way of that. Oh gosh, that's all fire. That's all fire. Celine Boone, please. Tula, you're getting up. This is for you. Behold the aspect of Zinth that I once wielded, little star. Perhaps shall wield again in some other age. Back then, my light was widely feared, until a subtler approach worked best for me. But you need not hold back. Okay. Foes affected with Shine take more damage. Your Hex has more power. Okay, we need to take the path that gives us the auto charge, because otherwise we'll never use this thing. Okay. Okay, let's take another moon boost here. Whoa! What happened there? Well, something did a ton of damage to me very quickly, which I don't love.
Oh, that hurt.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take the during your hex you take less damage. Foes affected with Shine take more damage from Omega moves. Hex deals damage +1 time in succession. Okay. Yeah, let's take the boon, I think. Oh boy. Well, we're at least going to be able to take the Athena charm. How are we struggling so much? This is... Maybe because I've just got too low a health? I don't know. Oh, okay, it's done.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Yeah, let's take your Divine Vengeance bolt damage up to... Yeah, you know what? Fine. The Ash will give us more max health, which we need sorely. I definitely lost a lot of health by standing in the fire, and I'm standing in the fire again.
You saved me there, Tula.
Okay, so 5 max health or transform it to an upgrade. Let's take the transform, I guess. Your attacks inflict bullets. Okay, oh no. If this is... Okay, this guy is a lot safer than the other one I was worried about. Woo! Assist kill from Tula.
Are all sailors as surly as that one?
Whenever you use mana, a random surrounding foe is struck by lightning. The lightning bolt effects may hit twice. Earn 25 max health, possibly. If we can avoid getting... let's not. We're just gonna... Let's go see what Daedalus has for us. Or no, is this Cersei? Hey. Cersei would welcome... Oh, we should have brought Ambrosia. Man. I almost didn't recognize that... Oh, that's the wrong accent for Cersei. Oh my god, I almost didn't recognize that animal familiar of yours, which means you made good use of alteration of familiar forms. Ha! Have your little beasts enjoyed the big change?
They've issued no complaints, though what changes I've seen only seem to affect their outward appearance. Is that the intended result?
Why, yes, of course. If the familiar is equivalent to a change of dress or style. Of late, we've little time for such indulgences ourselves, but at least we can pamper our friends.
Randomly draw one of your Arcana and activate it. Randomly draw 2 of your Arcana and upgrade them. What's the difference between what is activate? Randomly draw 1 and activate it. Randomly draw 2 and upgrade it. I feel like... Like, does that not upgrade? So that would upgrade them, but they don't necessarily go into our hand? No, because it says draw. Let's just go with the lapis lazuli. Yeah. Knight rarefied and the artificer rarefied. Okay, what do Knight and the Artificer give us? You have a better chance to deal... I don't really do enough Omega combos for that to matter. The Artificer, I think, is the one that gives us the extra minor fines to major fines, which is okay. It's a faded choice. Bows, ties, and dresses says there's a snowstorm warning where I am, and the next province over, they're only getting... they're getting a door's height worth of snow. Yeah, it's pretty icy out here.
Evil Eye, rank up.
So we'll deal 30% more damage to Eris. We got to do the heart here. We need it.
Spectral Gate, activate.
Okay. Okay, well, we definitely need the armor. We'll take the extra mana, I guess. Let's see what we can get here. Make one random boon heroic and give it +1 lev. If we roll well on that, and we get the Hephaestus boon, Smolder Ring. I mean, Smolder Ring isn't bad. 120 scorch damage every second. Okay, we're gonna have to be dodging like crazy in this Eris fight.
Thought that was you? Oh no. Did you bring Nemi's evil eye? Goes to show how much she really thinks of fairness, making you use that thing just to get me back. I made the choice to bring the eye, not Nemesis. Although she is retribution incarnate, so I like to think she would have been supportive had she known. Doesn't take a genius to put that one together, babe. I'm her little sister, the runt of Nyx's litter, the smallest and easiest to push around, but I always push back or push first.
Well, if y'all want to wish me luck in chat, this is going to be a challenging fight with as little health as we have. Also, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Let's go. Uh-oh. Where's the cat?
Here comes my favorite part.
Uh-oh. Where is she? Staying out of that. Tula, help out.
Race you home. Got her. I'm just gonna fly back. A narrow victory, but still.
We got the Enchantress, the Boatman's Strength, the Furies, and Persistence. Woo!
Next! Mount Olympus.
Okay, so there's only one choice here. We have to take the Gorgon Amulet because we have no Death Defiances, and we gotta hope Athena hooks us up. Oh, we gotta use the fountains here too. Woo. Hey, we got a trip rolling in from Mr. Hardluck, who says, supporting the arts and your art in particular. I'd buy that for $1. Thank you very much, Mr. Hardluck. That gets us now 4 degrees angular away from the rotating all the way over. We're at 176 out of 360 degrees. 180 would put us upside down. We're doing angular degrees today. We're not doing radians. Receive your choice of 3. Okay, we can't take the Death Defiance refill. Oh, actually we can because it won't arrive right away. We're gonna have 3 boons from Hermes. Okay. So let's go. We gotta go find Athena and give her a gift. Okay. Hammer or palm? Obviously hammer, but let's take a look out.
A natural stronghold. No easy way up. Not during this siege.
I do think they should have had some thunder sounds in there, but whatever.
Come, Satyrs.
Okay, here's Athena.
Hold fast, cousin.
Okay. So we can gift Athena a nectar.
You honor me, and have my thanks. This nectar, it's been to the underworld and back, along with you. It'll take on a particularly complex flavor, I should think.
If this bottle indeed traveled to the ends of the earth before returning home, then it's all the more suited to someone of your wisdom and experience. May you enjoy it once you lay down your arms.
Okay. So we need to bring her a few of those over time.
Cousin, after much consideration, I admit the best plan I have for stopping Typhon at this point is to rely on you. The next best alternative would be most dire.
Lord Uncle Zeus alluded to some force that could potentially defeat the monster, but bring great harm to Olympus in the process. Is that the alternative you mean?
It is. My energies, as you can see, are focused on repelling our enemy's forces here. But it seems I shall have to dissuade my father from taking a catastrophic course, if but to buy you time. I'm counting on you. We all are.
Okay. So we can replenish all split uses of Death Defiance now and improve their potency. Gain 1 Death Defiance that replenishes in each location, but you prime magic. Now the thing is, if we take Renewed Faith to replenish all of them, what happens to the thing we bought from Hermes? Does that disappear, or does it give us an extra Death Defiance? Because in some ways, Stalwart Stand and taking the thing from Hermes might make sense. We are going to prime 100 magic, which is a lot. I think maybe we try the Renewed Fate just as an experiment to figure out what happens to the one from Hermes, too.
Now farewell.
Oh no, we can't pick it up.
Tula, go for it. Come on out. It's a Star Sailor.
Hermes scammed me. I know, right? Well, let's see if this hammer upgrade kills me. Your Omega special locks on faster and uses less magic. After blocking with your Omega attack, your special auto fires. We almost never use... let's do the Omega special. Okay, more health or more mana? Health, I think. Hermes, at your service. So, quick buck, hasty retreat. You gain a dodge chance that increases the more boons you have. Winner's circle, channel your Omega cast, and your cast expire faster. I think hasty retreat for the dodge is going to be a big help. Shield charm or Hermes boon. I wish I could afford both, actually. We'll take just the Hermes boon, I think. Should we try re-rolling? We've got 5 re-rolls. Coins. The palm could actually be good because it might hit our Hephaestus boon and then speed that up. Tula, you want to help?
Power up.
Nexus Rush, Volcanic Flourish. Volcanic Flourish, please. Okay, Hestia boon and a boss, or Hephaestus and a boss, or Hestia and a boss. Okay. Let's look at our Hestia boon list here. She's got some good things we don't have yet. Grand Caldera would be nice. Your blast effects are 50% larger. Let's hope for Grand Caldera. Tula. That was really powerful. Whew.
I much prefer dragons that cannot fly.
Hey, we got a tip rolling in. Let's see who it's from. It's from DDBird4K, who says, thanks for the stream today, Joe, especially enduring Minecraft on a laptop using a trackpad during a power outage. That's dedication, and yet an example of the Joe Hills difference. I do what I can. So that 20 is now going to rotate us to 196 degrees angular. We're past the 180 mark. Do-do-do-do. La-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Alrighty, thank you very much to DDBird4K. Also, welcome Gabby. Glad you could join us. Visivig says, good luck and congrats. Thank you. Okay. We got 3 good ones here. Your chain lightning can bounce off of you and deals increasing damage to foes. I like that one a lot. Additional damage per bounce. I mean, with the number of monsters and stuff, I mean, tough gain is also really good, but we've got all of our death defiances and our dodge back, so let's focus on just doing more damage output. Uh-oh. Is this a midpoint shop, or are we at the end already? Okay, this is a midpoint shop. I didn't know there'd be a midpoint shop. A note says, hey, Em, take what you need for gold, honor system. Well, we can't afford any of that, so thanks. Probably should have re-rolled that, actually. But I was curious. This is the first time I found a mid-area shop in here. Okay, bones or ash. I mean, if we're gonna upgrade it anyway, it doesn't really matter which one we take. Hey, a fountain room. An alcove unafflicted by the toil on the otherwise besieged Olympus heights. An alcove unafflicted by the toil on the otherwise besieged Olympus heights invites the princess of the underworld to catch what little breath remains to her for now. Can't rest here. Not for long. Okay, let's transform that into an upgraded... Ooh, is there flour? That's good. Okay, a palm or health. The palm could possibly upgrade our Hephaestus boon. And that's going to really impact our damage output. Uh-oh, bird. Uh-oh. Between the chain lightning and the hitching. Okay, Smolder Ring, Heaven Strike, Divine Vengeance. We're gonna re-roll this. Volcanic Flourish is where we are at. Yeah. Okay, Zeus Spoon. Or do we really need anything from Zeus at this point? Let's try... The thing is, if we re-roll it, it'll stay in the same class, I think, generally. Hestia Boon or Zeus Boon? Hestia Boon. Tula, you want to help?
Hear me on my authority.
Whenever you attack or special, your scorch effects damage. Scorch effects deal damage faster seems good. That cardio gain might help us a lot with our hex boon, though. Okay, free moon or shop. I think we take the shop. Yeah, no good food options, unfortunately. Random palm power up. Nexus Rush isn't terrible. Bit more ash. Okay, here we go. Slow cooker. Your attacks and specials deal game power the more fire you have. Yeah, we have a lot of fire. But if we look at the offerings path here, if we wanted to track fire away, we need controlled burn or pyrotechnique toward that. Are they in the same class? Controlled burn is the one that's going to be less likely to show up. Okay. This might be a suboptimal build.
Ugh, here's our prey. Do you hear that? Typhon climbs the dark side of the mountain even now. Impressive that you cast him down before, but he shall not rest till the palace of Zeus lies in ruin.
He'll be destroyed. You along with him if that's what it takes. If he were truly unstoppable, you wouldn't be impeding my ascent. You are buying him time.
I am. It's strange to think that time can be a limited commodity, even for the deathless such as we are. But no more stalling for now.
Lula, help. Out of the fire. Out of the fire.
Death defied.
Okay, memory time. Okay. Looks like we gotta go top, top, bottom. Bottom. Okay. Center. Bottom, bottom. Top. Center. Center. Bottom. Bottom. Top. Center. Hula. Well, don't go in the fire. Whew. Okay. Cost us 3 death defiances.
The famous wrath of Olympus, it cannot easily be stopped.
Hey, welcome, Jojo Dodo.
You know what lies ahead.
Is
Enough of his foresight.
So we've flipped over the Fates, Origination, the Huntress, the Swift Runner, and the Unseen. So now we have unlocked all the cards. So basically, yeah, welcome Raiders from JoJo Dojo. Things are going well. We had a winter storm here in Nashville, so we're kind of altering the schedule a little bit tonight. Okay, let's restore some health. Let's get some coins. Now we need to swap out. Can't keep carrying. Okay. So we have some options for what we want to do going into this final fight. We can pick up some armor. In general, the Knuckle Bones has felt like a pretty good choice for dealing damage to Typhon. He loses 15% of his health, and we take 10% less damage from him. That feels like a pretty safe bet. Now, there's also the additional Death Defiance from the Luckier Tooth, but in general, we're pretty good at making it as far as him. There are a few mini-bosses on the way, though, that do a lot of hits. Let's try the Knuckle Bones and hope that we get lucky with this. I can't afford that. Maybe I should have taken the coins. It's fine. Jojo Dojo says, yeah, you got hit too? It's been pretty bad. Oh, I'm sure. It's bad all over the country right now. At least on the south and east side. Let's go take a look and see if there's any... can we see Typhon climbing the mountain to come meet us?
Something's out there.
I see hints of it. Okay. Whew.
Tula, catch. And caught. It's a lamprey.
Okay, anything in terms of exits here? Some monsters so far. Tula. Okay, anything of value up here? Okay, Hestia and a boss, or Triple Palm and a boss. Triple Palm, if we get it on the Volcanic Flourish, can do a lot. If we get that blast recharge down to 3 seconds, I think we gotta go for the Triple Palm.
Higher up. You don't know who you're dealing with.
Okay, this guy isn't getting hit with the... Interesting. I don't think I've fought the Twins of Typhon before, so this is a new boss for me. Tula, you want to help?
Monsters vanquished.
Whew.
I'll deal with your father next.
Every monstrosity you can imagine shares an ancestry. Those you cannot imagine likewise. One rule appears to drive them, that the strong feast on the weak. Some apparently have learned to hunt in pairs, not out of any sense of kinship, but for the pure convenience of it. Had they nothing to kill, they would turn on each other, no doubt. Maybe I have seen those before. Okay. We are going to re-roll this. Gonna re-roll it again. No! We can't afford to re-roll it a third time. Evil Justin says, amazing how much gameplay Hades 2 has. Just got my final achievement yesterday. How far do you think it'll take you, Joe? I don't know. I'm probably going to keep playing it even after I stop playing it on stream. But, yeah, we can dash more frequently. Travel deal doesn't really pay off at this point. Let's re-roll this, too. We're getting to the end. Quick buck. That could actually pay off for us, because right now I think we have 192. Attack specials and casts are most foes' range shots are slower. That could help us in the final boss fight significantly. But so could the strike speed thing. Part of me just wants the 100 bonus gold for when we get to the end, because we're kind of broke. The foul brood of storm-bringing Typhon crawl through the growing cracks in the stonework of the fortress of the gods, as though to shake the mountain to its very core. Best watch my step. So this will be, if we defeat Typhon this time, we'll be finally ready to imbue Gigaros with the thing it needs, with the incantation thing. Uh-oh. That guy does a lot of damage. Silence. Music's getting more dramatic. Okay, Hestia boss or Moon boss? If we look at, can we look at our Path of Stars? I'm not sure we can. So, some of the Hestia boons could actually pay off for us, though. Oh, what is this? Oh my. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is not good for our death defiances. Whoa, I'll tell you that. Uh-oh. Yep, last chance. Wow, that was 20 damage. Cool, you want to help? Yeah, don't let the giant ball thing hit you. That's probably Punk Rock 101, basically. It's Punk Rock 101. My dickies, your sweatbands, my spiked hair, your new Vans. Let's throw up on rock hands. Well, Punk Rock 101, don't forget the delay. After every last word. 7 years later, he works as a waiter. She married a trucker, and he's never there. Thanks, Tula. Monster thwarted. Okay, so we got a mystery boon and a Hestia boon. I have arrived. My command of the heavens is nothing compared to the strength of our family bond. The Queen and I have stood dear through worse times than this, haven't we, dear? Oh, why, we've stood together now through more hard times than I can count. I dare say we're well past due for a break. Perhaps after our present difficulties finally subside. Give up all your boons of Hera. For each, raise additional levels for your boons of Zeus. How many boons of Zeus do we even have? We have Heroic Nexus Rush. I don't want to give that up. Heaven Strike. Okay. I think we have one boon of Hera at all. Yeah, that's not worth it. Damage from Omega moves activates blitz effects and makes them stronger. I mean, that might come in. Let's do the chain lightning damage. That's... I mean, Arc Flash might come up, but maybe not. Because I don't really plan that. If you use your blast effects from Hephaestus just after they recharge, they fire 2 times. That one I think we particularly want. Okay, so we have 2 health and a dream before we reach Typhon. And a fish. A fish, a dream, 2 health. A Chimerid. Hey, don't fret too much about Pop's Palace up there, Old Typhon's big and strong, and he can't crush what he can't see. Well, not as easily if he could see it.
That's not entirely assuring. So, Lord Uncle Zeus and the rest have concealed their seat of power, leaving Typhon to direct his fury at the fortress?
Yep, more or less. They figure that if we have to take on Typhon, and we do, that's the perfect spot. After all, it's a long way down from the summit. A quick way down, mind.
Okay. Well, we can buy another Death Defiance. And then 2 palms, and we hope... Or, well, hold on. No, I don't think we do the 2 palms and hope for Hephaestus. I think we do the 90 for the health. And then the Hera boon. It sucks. I'd rather have the 2 palms, but we need some health.
In the name of Hades!
When you have at least 2 of all elements, all of your common boons gain rarity. Well, we don't have... There's no opportunity to get the final element for that. That sucks. So... Whenever you restore mana during encounters, damage all hit-affected foes. Don't we have something that gives us mana back whenever we hit anybody? That's not terrible.
Now.
Okay, let's go ahead and remind folks that if you want to cheer for me, we are about to fight Typhon with 130 health, 1 Death Defiance. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. If you don't want to wish me luck in the chat but would rather throw cash at the problem, it's a great opportunity to do that too. Okay. Here we go. Just taking a second to center myself. Not going to do a hydration break this late because it's midnight. This is our last run of the night, win or lose.
Cool.
Tula, you helping? Helping or hurting, Tula? Helping or hurting? You never seem to learn a thing, Typhon! Quickly now! Hades! Get back here and fight! Whoa, what was that? Something he just hit me for a ton of health with. Whoa, 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 whoa. Tula, help. He's growing angry or weakening. Could be either one or both or just whatever. You know, who can say? I mean, that hurt a lot. Tula. Whoa. Dang it, we must have been close. Rage! We must have been close on that. The fall of Mount Olympus is inevitable, as you plainly see. Oh, get out of my head. I'll get that blasted Typhon for this, Phrenos, just you watch. Soidora, who dares? Everlasting pain and suffering upon you, witch! You trespass on my hallowed ground. Your cries of mercy shall drown in your throat. Please, forgive my careless indiscretion, Madam Spirit. I beg of you, I intended no offense. Oh, wow, you're really into this stuff, huh? Oh, come on. So long. Okay. I don't suppose we got enough bones from all that fish to buy ambrosia. We did. Buying an ambrosia, buying 40 wiles left on that. But we can collect our pet treats as well as our plants. Okay. So let's plant the mystery seed, the plankton, the poppy, the olive branch, and this olive branch. Augmentation of bone density. We're still short 2 nightmare on. Greater sowing of gardens. We've got enough poppies at this point. We might as well grab that. Asky and Kataski make my garden less nasty. So mote it be. Hey, welcome in the Shadow Men Raiders. We are winding down the stream for the night. We've already done last call for tips. And finished our last run. But I like to go through and set everything up for the next stream to close things out. Okay, so this weapon, we've got the aspect of Circe right now. Oh, I like that one though. Boom, laser beam.
Excellent.
Okay. So now that we got our more treats, let's go ahead and give all our pets all their treats.
This'll make you strong, Freenos.
When you are to get... Oh, Soul Bond, I guess, is the next one to upgrade.
This is for you. Look at how strong you've grown.
So now we have the option to choose different forms for Freenos. Oh, that's cool. Demonic is like a monstrous and threatening frog. Cherubic is an angelic frog. Moon-touched frog, glittering and bright appearance, and nightmarish, dark and sinister. Oh, those are all cute. And let's go give a treat to this pet.
Surprise!
Spirit Bond. Hecubus stuns surrounding foes. Earth Bond. More likely to find digging spots. Guard Bond. Okay. So, we are in good shape on the whole for the next run. Is there anybody that needs a gift around here, though? We've not too many shades at all. Yeah, we've not too many shades all the way out on Olympus front. Only a few brave souls. They're saying you met Lady Athena face to face. How is she holding up?
Considering she's holding back great numbers of the Titan's forces single-handedly, she seems remarkably composed.
I'd ask you to thank her for the times she may have saved my skin, but discretion's for the best.
Sure I shouldn't say anything?
Aye. Okay. Nemesis isn't here. We need 40 more wiles before we can do anything with that. Quite a predicament we find ourselves in, sister. Certainly not one I could have anticipated when first I arrived. How odd. So what are we to do? It's not my wish to interfere.
Don't worry about that. Worry about keeping your mouth shut when she's walking up on us. All casual like, so she doesn't know what's going on.
Wait! What is going on? What are you two talking about, if I may ask?
Talking about you, princess, though it's nothing you need to worry your pretty little head about. You got enough going on, and we can sort this out ourselves if you'll excuse us.
Wait, no. I would prefer to be forthright. Princess, the issue is we each develop certain feelings for you that, in some cases, can manifest as the kind of envy that Nemesis is committed to punishing, an outcome we are trying to avoid.
Oh, I see. Thank you for letting me know. I would never want to hurt either of you. Well, maybe you, Nemesis, but only when we spar. How do we resolve this? Our feelings mustn't get in our way.
They won't get in our way. Besides, you're busy. Not like you are going to devote yourself to one of us, body and soul, like some mortal that doesn't know any better.
Certainly not. Why should I, or any of us, have to choose? We're gods. If you wish to know me better, wonderful. But please accept that I won't let myself be bound to anyone, nor would I expect any different from you. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Okay, Eris has a thing over her head.
I'm still worked up after last night. When did you get so strong? I don't stand a chance against you anymore. Hey, want to go someplace with me and blow off some steam? I'm not entirely certain I do. At the tavern, at least, there are plenty of witnesses in case you try anything untoward. Come on, what are you afraid of? Not like you can't take me in a fight. Anyway, it's not too far, I swear. Well, all right. Wait, this is it? You weren't jesting when you said it wasn't far. What's so special about this spot? I like it here is all. No frogs croaking, no shades wandering around, no one to catch us if we fool around a little bit. By fool around, do you mean... Right, Eris, look, I'm not prepared for any serious commitment here. Babe, I've never made a serious commitment in my life. I just like to have a little fun from time to time after a hard night trying to shoot you to pieces. What do you say? Be with Eris? Follow your heart. No thanks. It means a lot that you would ask because I know it's not been easy to get close to anybody here. But this isn't something I'm looking for right now. Whatever it is we have between us, I've come to like it just the way it is. That's how I feel, and I get it, long as you're doing what you want instead of what everybody else wants. Though mind if I tell everybody we fool around here anyway? Please don't. Aw.
Gojin says, why not? Because I'm annoyed that Eris keeps shooting at me. I've asked politely for Eris to stop, and Eris will not stop shooting at me. That is not the sort of behavior I want to reward. Moros, though, has been very kind and not shot at me once.
Well, Lord Moros, ready to let your heart do the talking this time? Because here's something I want you to have. Your calm and considerate presence in these crossroads has meant a lot to me. So thank you.
I should be thanking you instead, Princess. Not merely for this gift, which is beautiful, but also because you've given me something else to strive for, besides the fate-appointed calling that I've known.
Something to strive for? You mean the nectar and ambrosia? Good, isn't it? I should be able to get more.
I'd welcome that, although it isn't what I meant, which is knowing you could spend your time with anyone. I'll strive to make the time you spend with me worthwhile, as fulfilling for you as it is for me.
But I already find the time we share fulfilling. I wouldn't want you thinking otherwise, or changing how you are with me. I like the way I feel when I'm with you.
And you don't know how glad I am to hear it. Well, I've relayed what I believe my heart has said, after a closer listening. Perhaps I ought to have kept its message to myself.
No, of course not. I'm glad.
Alrighty, so Moros wants nothing more from you this night. But I was hoping you would go to the Taverna with us so we could pass 20 wiles toward our nightmare we ordered here.
It'll be worth the wait.
Yeah, but it's a big wait. Okay, so at this point, I think we need to make like your boy over there and call it a night. What does he have to say?
How's the morale amongst all your disciples recently, Commander? Prometheus and Typhon present imposing threats that may shake even the greatest resolve.
They're fine. Just look at them. Brave as you're gonna get. No matter what catastrophe come to pass, it's just another night to us here.
We're trying to prevent catastrophe, not let it become the norm. Well, please let me know if anything changes. We need you all at your best.
Hear that, you slackers? Bring your best, or else.
So, Scalameus may accept ambrosia after you master enough nocturnal arms to spur his desire for change. Okay, so we're going to head back out to save the game. And at this point, we are all ready for the next night. And the next stream. Woo! Okay, we're going to do a final refresh in PayPal just to make sure I didn't miss any last-minute tips. Once again, if you're watching via the VOD, feel free to tip asynchronously. I will appreciate it, even if I can't thank you during a stream. All of y'all's support really does make a huge difference in my ability to make this show happen. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Looks like we are all caught up on folks we need to thank. And that means it's time to figure out where we are going to raid out to. Twitch.tv/directory/following. Here. Bum, 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 bada bum. Oh boy. It is super late on a storm night. There's... You know what? Hold on. A bunch of people who I know are alive, but they're streaming games I don't necessarily want to support. So let's go ahead and just call it here without a raid. If you want, you can go check out my latest YouTube episode, which I'm really proud of and has some fun bits with my friends in it. Isuma invites Skizzleman and Joe Hills to the bundle shop. Okay. So, yeah, it's a weird night. Normally there'd be a lot more people to raid, but big storm, all that. Safe Event says good night, stay warm. Song of Storm says rest Joe, well, rest well Joe. Oh boy. So, we have gotten some good data about how my ability to read gets impaired at the end of the day instead of at the beginning of the day from this, not hydration break stream, voice acting practice stream. We're wrapping up now. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Stop streaming, stop in the stream. Everybody lay your head.